Hello, this is Dee with Dee's Photography, and I'm going to do a really quick tutorial on converting images to black and white. This is an image of my son that I took in actually in the back of my van. He was in that little storage area with the back open. And I'm going to convert it to black and white really quick. There are multiple ways to do it. You can go through and do the black and white adjustment layer. This way I'm going to show you can do in Elements as well as any CS. And what I use is a gradient map. I always make sure I have my default selected. You can click that button right there, or you hit D and it should automatically bring up your default colors. So then I'll go to a new adjustment layer and we're going to do a gradient map. And as you can see, very quickly it has made it into a black and white image. So you can leave it as is if you like the way it looks, or you can double click your gradient and you can tweak it. And I have a tutorial on the blog somewhere about gradient maps, about more in depth on them. I need to redo it actually, it's kind of old, but it covers the bases. Basically, the gradient map is left is your darks, your shadows, whatever color you want to apply to that area. Right's your highlights, whatever you want to apply, the color you want to apply to that area. And your midtones are all these grays that fall in between. So all these other colors are from the in-between of your, depending on the tones of your image. So if you want to pull in more shadows, you pull it to the left slightly. Oops. And it's going to get real deep. But I don't want it to be that dark. Maybe a little bit. And if you pull to the right, you're going to pull those highlights up, make it a little bit brighter. And then you can go pull your midtones to the right, and that's going to make a more deeper, moodier type black and white. Or you can pull to the left. It's going to be a lot brighter. That's really too bright for me. And then just, once you find one you like, you can even save it and call it like my black and white, and click new, and now you've got it under here. So you can click on it next time easily, just like all these other ones I have. Like that one's a gray tone. You can even, I'll say, black and white's usually, but if you want to do this more matte like this, you can click and make a gray tone on the left side, like a dark, dark gray. Let's get that black and white and I'll show you. Like that. And then you got more of a matte type black and white. But we're going to leave this one as a regular black and white. Hit OK. So now you got your black and white layer. We'll call it black and white conversion. And then you can finish any type of contrast you want or anything like that. The best thing I like to do is to edit my image first with a clean edit and then convert to black and white as needed. But we'll add like really quick a brightness contrast layer, and we'll boost my contrast up to 30-ish. So it's really contrasty now. I'm actually going to change it to overlay, even more contrasty. And we're going to go down to like a 20%. So it just adds a little bit more contrast, which is what I want to go for. And I'm going to also add a solid color. We're going to make it white. Go all the way down to 8%. And that kind of add that white fill. We'll name this one Contrast. And white fill. So you can keep it a little organized. So that was before. And that is after, and obviously you can tweak it as needed. You don't have to do the white fill, you don't have to do the more contrast, and then you can also just go in and mess with your your gradient actually more. So if I pull my gradient back out to what my basics are, which on your gradient editor there should always be a black to white fade. If you don't accidentally don't have your correct color selected, black to white, and it's usually the third one. So if you click it, it should automatically do it on there. So we'll just do that. So it's a little more deeper color. And that is a really quick way to make all your images into black and white. And this can be done in any Elements and in any Photoshop.